Hello everyone. Today we're gonna play a different game, Road Redemption, a game that came out in 2014 but I didn't discover it until last year I think. I've played 175 hours so far and I must admit this game is amazing. Most of the people I showed it enjoyed it and most of the people who bought it then subsequently loved it a lot. So my hope is that I can show it to the world and somebody else will love it as well. Alright, that being said, let's get started. It works a bit like a roguelike at the same time, where you have different levels to go through and at the end of each level you get to choose a reward. I'm gonna go... Oh yeah, this game is amazing. You can play in split screen on a single PC and play multi-screen split screen, meaning that if you're two people playing on the same computer with two monitors, you can each have your own monitor as a split screen. So I'm gonna go with the base driver and the base motorcycle just to show what the base game looks like. As you go on, you have Next Game Plus, Next Game Plus Plus, Advanced Motorcycle, Advanced Driver, with some having special effects such as gravity goes off when you boost, etc, etc. It is a high octane, very enjoyable game. It is a period of uneasy peace for the country's biker gang after a decade of battle. In a stunning move, a masked assassin has killed the leader of the Ironside weapon cartel. The cartel has offered a bounty of $15 million to whoever brings in the assassin, dead or alive. Every biker in the country now races to catch him. I'm gonna let you hang in here for a moment while I share my stream link to everyone. Sorry about that small delay. But I want to make my stream count as much as it can. Just give me another moment and then we'll be live and we'll be going through this amazing game. There it is. I am now officially live. And sharing the link with some people. Alright. I'm gonna share it in some other channels of people who often come and watch me play. Alright, and that's it. We'll be ready to go. Let's do this.
Get ready. You're entering Reaper territory. Take down anyone who gets between you and that bounty. Fuck yeah. Nice takedown.
Oh, he's swearing. That's might be bad in the long run. Hehehe. In the earlier game, the hardest part is to refill your nitro and make sure you can keep up with the other racer. Because the first bike is kinda slow, not gonna lie. Alright. You can see sometimes people with like signs over their head like this boy. That means he has some health for me if I manage to kill him. Ow! Get lost. So you have 4 kind of weapon. You have blade, blunt, gun, and grenades. Yes, because grenade launcher while riding a motorcycle is the, like, how to say, the summit of gaming. There's way to like take shortcut like this. There's some jump jet, nitro, everything. You got a brake space for handbrake so you can like slide a bit while turning. Then you have your normal left-right steering. Take that, you. Oh, missed him. Ow. Ow. This kind of happens often. The edge and borders and walls are often your worst enemies in this game. But if you manage to get close to a car coming straight to you, you can actually get some bonus. Bonus nitro mostly, not anything else. It sounded great, but it is actually not that great, because in order to do that you need a car coming your way and you need to almost get hit by it, which is playing with danger to say the least. Instead of fighting people, you can just push them off, which is very very useful when you are crowded. When they come into a pack around you, shift to block. There's Captain Uganda, which is a parody of Captain America, which has a super shield. On the bottom right hand side you can see a crit bar, which loads, and whenever you get full you can hold your attack for more damage, which is like the fire kick I just gave to people. Hey, you stole my kill! Shoo! No, I didn't get to be first.
You're a fucking artist.
Road is your canvas and you paint it with blood. What a great line. Alright, so this is the part where you improve your build. I like it. No, not adrenaline. Adrenaline isn't that good. More cash, always useful. Alright, let's keep on roaming.
The session's about 100 clicks out. Push through Reaper territory and get after it.
This is different kind of missions. The missions are always the same in normal, but they get more and more randomized as you get to New Game Plus and New Game Plus Plus. Basically, this is a time trial where I'll have to survive and make it to the end with some enemies along the way. Yes, double explosion! This will explode, great. There's some shortcut. So this, in the time trial, this one is kinda easy, just like reach the end mark. But there are some that are a bit harder. Well, you'll have, police coming from the other side, lunging right at you in a kamikaze style charge. Get lost. I'm just gonna speed you by. Alright. Hey, the stream is excellent, amazing. Maybe not having a Discord conversation at the same time helps, who knows? Ow. At least I didn't take the car full face. Ah, there it is, close call, plus 26 nitro. Okay, so there's a shortcut on the right, and this shortcut is hard. Don't underestimate it. Alright, because every time you're at the top of a small hill, or that you get close to an exit like this, you can miss. Just be like slightly in the air when you realize that you need to turn.
I might try to recruit you.
And then you always end up missing your landing and hitting an object full face. Alright, more ammo, more damage, and I'm gone.
Target the Reaper lieutenants.
Okay, this is a takedown style mission.
Have an easier time getting through their territory.
There's basically some identified target, like those cars. You get to them. I'm gonna stick some C4 onto them. You can see it in the reflector at the top.
Oh, I guess you shot him.
Decapitation gives you twice the reward. And double the cash because I kicked him off-road. Amazing.
You're so
Yeah! This is why guns are good. You can kill people ahead of you in order to gain back some nitro to catch them up. More damage, more money. No. No. Hell gain plus 20%. Yes. I want to make sure I win my first run. I usually win at this game because I've played a lot and I enjoy it so much. There's some multiplayer mode. You can remote play together, but it's kind of janky. Now that my upload is better, I'll have to try it again actually. So I might actually invite people to just log in and play the game. Oh, that would be great. It's a very great game. I love it a lot. If I haven't said it enough time already. Oh, and whenever you lose or the game's end, you have a pop-up with the developer's phone number, so you can call him to tell him you're having fun. I don't know if it's a prank or if he'll legit answer, so I'll probably have to try at some point. I don't have any phone reception where my computer's at right now, but at some point I'll try it definitely. Okay, I have my sight on this cash guy here. There you go. Heh. You can't pass me by if you're dead. Oh yeah, and you double tap a weapon to switch between the same type of weapon. Oh, the music is so fitting. Oh, that's the end line. Oh, I finished third. Damn it. That was close. Bullets, damage, et la bouvade. Dudes jump, they looks like they're a good idea, but they're most of a... It gives you an idea of what's coming on, at least. Get lost. Hehehe. More ammunition? Ammo. Oops. Oops. Come on. I know I can do this. There you go. Oops. On a real motorcycle, that would have killed me for sure. Oh, I thought I'd kill him. Too close. Get lost. Get lost. Ah, I thought I was clear. No, that's not the slide. Alright. Killing people gives you health back, unlike real life. I guess you're a vampire then if killing people gives you back life. That would explain why you're so good on a motorcycle and can survive such a crash. Alright, first one is gone. Just to be safe. Oh yeah, turns on the right abruptly. Just before you're sent on the precipice on your left. Right there. Right on cue. Oops. Yeah, I got sped by. Oh, that's an ally. That's why they had a peace sign. Oh, that's turning onto the left, I can call it. Oops. There's a shortcut on the left, but it's so snaky. I don't know how to say it, that it's more dangerous and helpful. What a way to insult them. Alright, more maximum health, more damage, and we are gone. Alright, let's go.
Gone home, Jackal. At least now I can watch you die in the desert like the vermin you are.
That's a boss fight. Every 5 level you have a boss fight between Act 2 and 3. Most roguelike I've played recently do come in 3 acts. I don't know what's with that.
Fucking little bitch!
Come on. There you go.
Oh, you gotta get it now!
He survived a full C4 to the face. See what I mean when I say they're vampires? Alright.
You fight like the cunt you are!
Ho ho
Beautiful
ho!
work, kid. With our
What a
current
dodge!
play, the Reapers should be down for the count.
Nice little bud there. Alright, continue. More cash. And I'm gonna keep my money. I want to make sure I can buy the next upgrade of
Run
guns.
across these rooftops and don't look down. We grab some jump jacks if you can.
Oh yeah. Racing through rooftop. That part is fun. Whenever you have a turn that's slightly wrong before you jump, you get knocked out of the map here. Shoot! Whee! And go! Go! Slide! And boost! Boost! Yeehaw! Yee to the ha! Alright, let's go! Shotgun! Hope they'll do it. Yes, it did! It did. The trick is to boost from the moment you land until the moment you leave the ground. Once you're in the air, the boost ain't that useful. Alright. Turning the corner sharp. And more nitro. Oh, way too high. Okay, to the right. Brake, turn, boost. Boost. And there you go. Might look like you're gonna be behind, but you end up in front. And... oh no. You think you're good, but you're not. Often the corner will hit you. Or like that line I just ride over in the middle. It's
Right work.
open enough
Keep it
that
up.
sometimes you'll
Bounty's
squeeze
out.
your wheel in it. Alright, more damage, more money, more nitro. Let's go.
Lovely bit of barren tundra controlled by the Sigmas.
Oh yeah,
Plus, for technological
hallucinogenic
protection,
chemical
the slowly
zone.
turned them into mechanical monstrosities. So ride fast and show no mercy.
That means raining car. I am not kidding. Whoops. Okay, I made it. There's like a cloud that drops cars in the distance, Mario Kart style. I even feel there's some Mario Kart inspired noise in there. Oh, and those cars still roll. So it's not because you saw them somewhere. That's where they're gonna be when you're gonna ride by. Ooh, I was lucky on this one. Oh, okay, okay.
Great kill.
Thank you. Twos with shields are harder to kill. Like whenever they die, instead of dying, they just lose their shield. And while they have their shield, their hit cannot be blocked. So they'll always have priority when attacking you and me. Oh, what an asshole. You are so dead, my guy. I live to exterminate you. Oh, just ahead of this curve here is a little tiny house. Good way to die, by the way. Ooh, I thought I was the gun on this one. Yeah, the car just flowed, the truck, enemy truck, like the first guy who killed me, that I'm trying to exterminate, just plow through cars, and they are insane. Like, staying within their proximity will definitely kill you. Alright, here's the shortcut. Here's the make it or break it moment. On this race, at least. Okay, and here, skip the corner. Try not to die in this ad. Oh no. No, 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 no. That's not a good sign. Okay. That was tight.
I'm impressed, outsider. Imagine how fast you could ride with a real machine between your legs.
Oh ho ho! Engine size joke. Very funny. Increase your midi weapon, increase your health. Alright. Let's go.
Heads up. We got some Jackal reinforcements heading your way.
Oops.
Keep an eye out.
Missed the shortcut and it's a good one.
That'll be a closed cast.
There you go. And not the shovel, please. Oh yeah, there's a character that's literally called Shovel Knight, which is funny. Oh, die. Oh, okay. Shotgun. That's good. I like how I have like nitro refill, literally. Oh yeah, the harpoon is a funny tool. Ouch. Woo! Multi-kill! Take that, you bitch. Oh no, the B word. Alright, more nitro. Yes! Whoa, okay, that's a grenade dropper. That's my guy. Oh no! Straight into the electric pole. Oh, close call, sweet. Okay, I think that deserves a pistol shot. Come here, my guy. Alright.
That was a very valuable piece of equipment you just destroyed.
I know, right? Think about that next time you want to criticize the size of my engine. The important is not the size of your government, it's the motion adopted. Straight in the car. And I hit an extra power pole. There should be a bonus point for that. He just like let me through him there. Which was kind of on his part. Aww. Okay, where's the first one? Oh, I'm still ahead of him. Good. Good, good, good. And jump.
Your performance is nothing more than a statistical anomaly. With a larger sample size, you will be destroyed.
The larger sample size. Alright, finally, I got my AK, more nitro, cannot get more health. I'll be fine. 420 health, I'm good with that. No need more health. Okay, it's a race, so I can completely ignore them and use this shortcut to be first most of the game. Okay, so here you restabilize. You always aim for the middle of the next two jumps. Now I know here the jumps are going to be right leaning. Okay. And I'm fine through it. And then there's a big hill. And after that hill is a turn to the right. And it's very sharp and there's another cliff on your left hand side. Almost went right into it. Alright. Hey, some money! Oh no, it's just nitro. Good enough. Hey my guy! What's up? Ciao! Nope. God damn it. Oh no, not again. I said the bad word. One, two. Alright. Moving on. And here we go. That was a nice turn. Okay, here's a big left turn. Sometimes hard to see coming. And it's much sharper than it lets on. Oh, he had a heavy melee weapon. I hope I got it now. No, I got a shovel. The long range. There's basically a melee weapon, heavy melee weapon, and long melee weapon. And then in the guns there is the pistol, submachine gun, shotgun, and harpoon. And in the explosive there is the fuse bomb, there is the C4, and there is the grenade launcher. The grenade launcher is only available from Act 4, but let me tell you. Alright, another short, sweet race. I try to keep some nitro for my next ride. Oh, there you go. Two of them. Yeehaw! More money, more nitro gain. Let's go.
That Sigma leader's a force to be reckoned with. But if you think you've got a shot on her, take her down.
Hey, it's already bus time. That will require my AK-47 that I just wield with one hand while driving a motorcycle in the other hand, which lends to my vampire theory, because no human being could do that in a million years. Alright. Alright. More pistol ammo. Meh. While you're wielding a gun, you're more vulnerable in the melee department, so making sure you clear everyone around you is a good idea. Alright, another good pass. And there we go. Didn't have the time to make another execution before it ended. Gonna take a sip. Drinking water. Stay hydrated, my friends. Now, I'm gonna create this word, and that's it. Move on. Now it's the roof part, in between the The act?
So, good luck.
Oh, nice paralyzes. Good. Kick him right into hell. Oof. Landing when you're not in the direction your momentum is going makes you wobbly. And there you go. Another nice jump. Move first place. There's even an online way to play PvP. Like blue versus red, it's actually the only way to play online if it's not in the cooperative mode. And it's actually pretty good. You have to unlock every other class and gun again. And weapon, basically. But it's very fun. If you go play with your friends, it makes a good, like, LAN game, I'd say. There's not much more left of those games, which are, like, you can gather around and play those on a PC. But this one makes a good case for it. I wonder if it's on console. I bet it isn't. But I could be wrong. Might be, actually. Why do I say that? Well, I sure hope it is. Ouch. An AI got locked here. Often happens. Okay, I have to take them out, or at least...
Really tore through those bastards. The jackals are proud to call
When
you
you're
brother.
not in the first 3 place, you lose a percentage of your max health, so being first isn't that important. And not being... Oh, I was downloading a game, great. Not being within the first 3 place will definitely make you vulnerable. Nothing I want. Let's move on. Almost done. 2/3 of the way there.
You're crossing into territory controlled by the Phantoms. They're ex-soldiers who kill on command. The bounty's within reach. There's no room for mistakes.
Yeah, from here it gets much more hard. Never fails to amuse me.
Don't come cheap.
Alright. Ouch. More health, more explosive, and there it is. The mighty, the best. Oops. Grenade launcher. Changes a run. Danger close. Highway to the danger zone. Danger zone. Hehehe. The physics of these games are quite amazing. And not only am I playing this game, I'm encoding it and streaming it live, so... If it can run that good on my almost potato computer, it can run on probably most computer. It is quite stable. I could probably, like, boost the graphic a bit, but I'd rather not to have a more fluid experience, because the graphics are pretty gorgeous when you crank them up. There you go. You have some health, I know it. Give it to me. Something, something, alphabet letter giving it to me. Oh! I made it out alive! Would you look at that? Oh, that shortcut is very efficient, but very hard to get. I suggest avoiding it, like the road is close enough. The only bonus it gives is the thing you can gather on it, so if you don't feel like you need any of it, don't go for it. It's a bad idea. Okay, this one though, amazing. Never not take it. Because there's a grenade launcher at the end of it, so basically worth all it for, just for it.
Brilliant fucking work, kid. You've made
Hey,
good
the F word, bro!
Just don't let it get careless.
Nitro injector. Maximum nitro, maximum HP. Let's go!
You've come this far. Don't let those phantom bastards poach our bounty.
I keep my first grenades for the... Oh, this is... Usually when a race is super hard and they put a lot of carts, they'll give you a lot of explosive for no good reason. There you go. There you go. One after the other. Boom. Boom. Boom.
You phantoms
Oh.
are gonna learn not to fuck with the jackal.
Let's keep going.
One more phantom down.
Alright. Time to crit them. Another grenade launcher.
I'll call a tow truck. And a hearse.
This is not the kind of game you play for 8 hours straight, but it's the kind of game I see myself coming back to every week or so, even though I pretty much finished the game at this point. But I go play with my friends whenever they buy the game, just to help them run through the game. Because when you're at the end of the game, you get the golden bike, which has all the stats to the max, and suddenly you're going too fast. Like, it changes your game experience, because instead of trying to catch up with enemies, you're trying not to hit the decor all of the time, which really changes the focus of your gameplay, giving a lot of replayability to this game. A bit like Crusader King, letting you choose different leader and having different faction, having different mechanic. This game having different character, a different path through your run, and different bikes will give you different mechanic, different character, and different progression choice. So I'd say it's a very good synthesis of many game genres, which is the outliers of the best upcoming games, I feel, of these days. A bit of elements of other games, and then you combine them into another game, a bit like Monster Train. If you want to talk about new games being developed, I feel those are mostly like the things you gotta look for. It is also what I'm trying to do, which is maybe why I'm praising it with Guild and Warfare. Guilds and Warfare is a solo project I've been working on that's gonna replace a bit of D&D.
So much for the phantom.
I've seen D&D going woke, and I've felt the limit of the mechanics of D&D, and I love systems so much I decided to myself, why not design a system? I've seen Mr. Zach and Tornado doing it with Dwarf Fortress, and I decided, why not? It's a long-term project, but I have nothing better to do with my life. Might as well give a shot at it. I'm not working in Lucid Press to make character sheet and such. Oh, sorry. I want my music. Yes. Alright. So, the character sheet have been done. I've left a lot of space for. I'll actually make a video about that on its own. Now that I think about it, I'll always end up explaining that. I'll just record myself and explain what it is. Good. Oh no. So I basically take my inspiration from D&D 3.5, but that's mostly for the setting and a bit of Magic the Gathering because of the color association. Although D&D and Wizard of the Coast has let me down so hard, I am now aiming at going completely from a home brewed to the max D&D 3.5 setting to making everything from scratch. I don't want to have to deal with that company and the legal ramification or anything. So I'm just, making my own tabletop RPG with blackjack and hookers. And I keep in mind a design that is very important, which is complexity is the enemy of fun when you come to tabletop gaming. I had a friend of mine try itself at designing tabletop, and he was making very complicated, long-lasting tabletop game, which I thought were fun, risk-like games. But the problem is, as much as it is fun to say, okay, I can take my soldier and put it on this knight, which makes it now a knight, or I can put it into this car, and it is now mobile infantry. And therefore, you'd have modular piece that you can assemble and everything. And I've played Civilization, the board game. It was very fun, but for your hour of fun on the table, you have another hour of setting up, packing it up, and explaining the game to the one person who doesn't know how to play it. And until you play your first game, you don't really get how it is. So it's you have to sink in 2 hours before you really feel like you're playing a game. So this circles back to the point that complexity can, in a way, be the enemy of fun, especially when it comes to tabletop gaming. So when I design my game, I try to keep that in mind. I don't want to make a system that if you're having a friend over and you just want to make him take a incarnate NPC and just play with along with your friends, and you have to explain him a whole system, it gets pretty intricate. So I want things that are intuitive. You can have, I'd say exactly like this game. I guess that's what brings me onto the subject. You get to have a lot of simple yet efficient, easy to implement and play mechanics that interact with each other. Like the guns, nothing hard. You point, you shoot. Driving, nothing hard. You drive right, left. Sometimes space, sometimes boost, sometimes jump. Right? And then you have your weaponry. 4 classes that still subdivide. But then you put them all together. Driving, aiming, shooting, avoiding enemy, keeping track of the road, and suddenly you're doing a lot of simple things, but the fact that you have to do them all at once is where the challenge comes in. Of course, that is a video games. And in video game, which is, I'd say, my end goal of building an RPG, having an RPG that will translate into a video game, video games allows you to handle a lot of the mechanics. Like if we'd had to think about all the ouch no respect for my buddy underlying codes that are going here, like there is a constant vector of acceleration by everything around me basically. There is momentum to the acceleration. There is like how do you handle collision between stuff, gravity always going on as well. Oh no, changing weapon while you're driving is not a good idea. So there's a lot of things that if you were to do on a tabletop game, this game would get a lot of complexity which make it hard to play. I'd like to think a bit of the Warhammer 40k system, there's a lot of simple things, and you have to do so much of it that it becomes very time consuming to play. It is fun, the interaction of all those mechanisms together, but it is very time consuming. So in a video game, I don't mind it that much. Like if Dwarf Fortress takes me a bit of time to just go and look at people playing and then get to understand the feeling myself a few times, it's okay. But when you play a tabletop RPG and you're like inviting your friend over to have a beer and just playing, or you're playing in a convention because you're a geek who goes there, and that I'm saying it's a bad thing, I'm just too asocial to go into the wild and talk to people. If I can avoid it, I'll do it. We can talk over the internet. I mean, the dematerialization of our person is so great. To come back to Guilds and Warfare, you have the 6 stats, which are very, in a way, D&D centric, but I changed the name in order to avoid any confusion. So you have Force, which represents your ability to exert power onto the world. It would be a bit like Strength, but I see it also as a way, basically, of saying Strength in a different manner. Agility would be basically the same as Dexterity, your ability to make something that is not related to having more force, but instead doing precise and minute work. And then you'd have Endurance, which is the equivalent of Constitution. It is your ability of your body to endure what is thrown at it, or actually any stress or trauma inflicted upon your body and not your mind. And then you have the intellect base, the stats, cognition, which is your ability to think, intellect, will, which is your ability to manifest divine power and resist mind affecting sources, or inflict your mind upon another creature when come into a mind battle. Then there is, last one would be social, which is charisma, related stats. Ouch. Alright. Goodbye, guys. So those are the 6 core abilities. They range from 0 to 10 in normal human beings, and they can go higher. Oh, it's a boss fight. Oh. There you go. I gotta tase him so I can get rid of his shield. Oh yeah, pro tip. Taser gets rid of the shield. One shot. Just like that. Ouch. And beside a 6 core ability, which range from 0 to 10, you have the skills. You have 2 branches of skill, general skill and specific skill. General skills are what you'd expect of BD&D skills, but they are much more a bit meaningful than that. They represent your ability to exert certain skills, as the name implies it. For example, Martial is the ability of fighting, but it is very broad. So leveling up your Martial from 0 to 1 will cost you 1 XP point, which I thought of dishing out at a rate of about 4 per session. Maybe a bit more if they do something good, maybe a bit less. My throat is sore, I have to drink. Ah. Now, let's say you'd have someone with 5 point in Martial. He can now specialize in different martial ability. I was thinking of needing to be at least level 5 to be able to specialize in the skill, but I'm now changing my mind, thinking that that would make it too much. Oh yeah, once you beat the final boss, you can make a full face impact with a car, and you're like infinite momentum, infinite weight. Alright, so as I was saying, let's say someone has a martial 1, he could then specialize in sword, which would go to the personal skill. What is specific to your characters? Anyone can make a martial roll, even if they don't have a martial skill, but trying to wield a sword when you have 0 in your sword skill will give you malice. And I'll probably have things that gives you malice to things, like if your hands have taking damage, you have a -2, meaning that every time you roll in negative, I will switch dice. Okay, which is the next topic I'll get onto. The rolls are not based on a d20 roll, unlike Dungeon and Dragon, which means you have a 5% incremental statistic block. If you need a DC 10, meaning 0 to 10 will roll a failure, and 10, 11 to 20 will roll a success. You have 50% chance to succeed, 50% chance to lose, which is the average roll why you have 10 AC, basic in D&D 3.5. But I dislike this mentality, so by using the hardcore system, the brutal engine, sorry, or some remix of it, if you will, of corporation, you can have 2 d10 be thrown, one representing your core attribute and the other representing your skill necessitated for the specific role. So let's say you're having a longsword and you want to hit your enemy, and you would then do a swing. It would take you 3 force action points. I'll come to the action point later on, I just want to mention them now. And then you swing your sword using your core ability of force and any skill related to it. Meaning that someone with martial 2 and 2 skill in sword would have, and a 6 force, for example, would roll 2 d10 and would have to roll under 10. Because the addition of his core attribute and his skills would be 10. 6 force, 2 martial, 2 sword. So trying to swing a sword has a DC 10. And then I'd use an excess system to denote the value of the roll. Meaning that someone with a DC 10 and then he rolls both of the dice and he rolls a 4 and a 3 rolls a 7. He is 3 points above.
Phantom territory. Gotta say, we're all really proud of it. But be careful. We still don't know who hired the assassin. But, well, we think it may have been an inside job. A better way to increase weapons than to get all the gangs to fight each other over bounty, right? How much for the checks? Looks like we'll be at war for a long time. At least we can afford the best guns now.
So someone who rolls a 7 on a DC 10 would have an excess of 3. Now, you swing your attack at someone. Whenever someone gets attacked, he usually, if he hasn't played all his action point allocated to him during the turn, he gets to defend himself. Did I make it? Yes. Sweet. This is Rainbow Road, where you can cheese your way through everything. Look at that. Oh no. But I'll still get it, I bet. Yep. And that's it, I'm gonna be first for the rest of the game. So I can keep on talking about Guilds and Warfare. So, let's say someone wants to... Oh wow, why did I do that? Someone is getting to swing that, and he now has the opportunity to use some of his action point if he has any left. You have 6 action points per turn. You can take them of any kind you want. There's gonna be an initiative roll based on dexterity and martial skill at the beginning of the combat to know who goes first. But let's say that someone during his turn, like someone who's been swinging at his sword, will have used 3 points. And someone who'd say have swing a two-handed sword, longsword, would have spent 4 points. Therefore, the one swinging a short sword, a one-handed longsword, would get to play before someone who has swung a two-handed longsword. I am so not aware of what I'm doing. I am now last. I should really stop that. Come on. Yes. Cheesing my way. No way in hell I'm gonna do the race normally. Yeehaw. Now, let's say someone has a shield and he's being swung at by the same guy from the last turn. As he gets the opportunity to block the shield, he'll use 2 force to block, which is why shields are good, because they allow you to dissipate an attack with less energy than your attacker has spent. Meaning that if you can counter with a short sword, you've only spent 4, and if he has to dodge it, he'll spend at least 2 to 3 agility evading it, or he'll spend at least 2 points of force in order. No, I think it's agility. Yes, I've decided it was agility in order to parry, or he can block the shot with his sword. Blocking a shot is basically attacking the attack, while parrying is like deflecting the attack. So deflecting takes agility, while blocking an attack takes force. But the shield takes less force than a one-handed weapon to block, because it is not a weapon. You can still shield slam, but shield slam will be quite ineffective compared to an actual weapon, because a shield has to be different than a weapon. Otherwise, if all your weapons are the same, it doesn't really make a difference what you're using. Anywho, let's say that person has a force of 6 like the attacker, and he has martial 2 and shield 2, meaning that he also has a DC 10. But this time, that guy, instead of rolling a 7, he gets to roll a 4, meaning his excess is now at 6. Yes, 9 minus 4, 6. So he has a plus 3 when you compare both excesses against each other, meaning that the guy who attacked him will now have a minus 3 to his condition roll when fighting or blocking from now on until he takes his next turn. Meaning that successfully defending yourself is good, and attacking is bad, or at least it leaves you open. It has a lot of risk, but people will have a lot less HP, which will make magic a bit more stronger, but magic would be more restricted, and it will still use a lot of cognition to cast meaningful spell, or at least spell that are at a distance, and will leave you very exposed. So anyone with range can kill them, but in the range are more vulnerable to the melee, and the melee are more vulnerable to the magic, and it makes a nice interaction between the different classes. So here is the permanent upgrades. As you can see, I have 2,344 XP, but I already have everything because I played this game one time another. So that was it. A run of Road Redemption. I hope you really enjoyed it. I feel it's an amazing game. And you have Campaign Plus, Campaign Plus Plus, Quick Play, Endless. You can play online. So, sweet little game. Highly suggest it. Alright. Have fun, people. See you another time.